Hey, what's up guys? Scythe here with a little bit of a game preview. This is PlanetSide 2. From time to time I like to do a little video about games that are coming out. And I really like this game. This is a really kind of like an MMO style first person shooter. A lot of you probably heard about this. It's been a lot of beta footage been going out there lately. Had no NDA for some time now. But I just recently got a beta key and decided to show a little bit of the game. It's going to be free to play. It's coming out November 20th. It's still not too late to get a beta key. You can still get one by following on Twitter. Gameplay sound right here is a little bit louder than normal. I recorded it at extremely high volume for some reason. Just didn't have my settings quite right. Tried to get a little bit of an overview of the entire game, some of the features you can do. Basically, I spawned at a spawn point and got on a transport ship. Ended up jumping out of that using a jetpack ability to get to basically where the battle was. But yeah, it's kind of MMO style. You level up your weapons, unlocks. It's more of a territory based kind of like strategy involved. Not so much running and guns. So if you're more of a Call of Duty player, you probably won't like it. If you're a Battlefield player that really likes objectives and more of a slow-paced combat, you'd probably really like this. It has a little bit for everybody. The game has flying, as you're seeing right here. You could just spend all day flying in a gunship, destroying stuff. You could run troop transports, dropping troops off like you saw in the last clip. Two battles, and of course you have infantry, which are several different types. You have basically light infantry, which has jetpacks and different utilities like that. Basically each class will have different utilities. You have more of a heavy infantry with more of like a saw or a machine gun. You have snipers, which are more of a recon, have a little bit of stealthing capability. Medics, engineers, medics heal, of course. Engineers repair vehicles, set up turrets, different things like that. The heavy infantry also do rockets, anti-tank. But surprisingly, first impressions of the game, I was thinking the game was going to have a lot of just tank warfare, and that's mostly what I've been seeing in the videos, tank and air combat. I just thought it was going to be a battlefield more built for massive, vehicle battles. There's actually quite a lot of infantry battles right around the bases and some of these little, basically you'll have different, like, I guess, resource facilities, different kind of facilities, places where they build vehicles. And basically there's these little open stretches in between each facility. There's actually plenty of cover here in between each base. It's actually really surprised me. I thought it was going to be a lot more open, but it seemed like there was plenty of cover and quite a lot of infantry fire. That's one thing. There's friendly fire, which I'm really not a fan of. Wish they had servers that didn't have friendly fire, because sometimes people just run in front of you. But yeah, there is a lot of tank and vehicle fighting, so if you're one of those players that just like to do that, you can do that. I mean, all day and just experience the tank and fighting. But if you want to be a infantry soldier, you can do this also. There's plenty of infantry fighting going on. As you'll see in a minute, we get to really push up into this base. Fast forward a little bit. There's plenty of fighting around these spawn points and objectives at the bases. And basically all the little bases like have computer terminals and different things like that that control, let's say the spawn points have shields that stop you from getting spawn camped inside the building I'm actually leaning against. So you have to take down the shields before you can take over their spawn point. So it's kind of like a little bit of objectives once you get up into the little towns. So yeah, it really, there is some spawn camping. I didn't notice it too bad. You can also get like resupply trucks that carry ammo and troops, and you can use that as a spawn point. So if you find yourself in these situations a lot, you can just prevent any kind of spawn camping just by parking a truck outside the base and spawning off of it. But that's definitely their spawn right there. It does turn into a little spawn camping and sometimes, and I'm not sure if they're going to address that, But yeah, plenty of fighting going on in and around these structures, the bases. So you'll find I've played the game for about 2 or 3 days now, and I don't understand a lot of the stuff in the game, but definitely there's plenty of variety of combat. There's plenty of people around to do infantry style combat if you're more into that, and there's plenty of battles with tanks and vehicles. So it really brings a lot. Say you have your friends all like different things, this would be a good game for you to play with a very vast variety of people that like different styles of combat and shooters, and it really mixes a greater sci-fi feel on the battlefield, kind of deal. But definitely Battlefield players will enjoy this that like a little bit more strategy. Like I said, it's territory based, so we would take this little, I guess, base, and it would basically gain control of it for our faction. There's 3 factions, so it's 3 different forces battling out. I've noticed sometimes this can be trouble just because 2 gang up on 1 sometimes. That was happening a lot with us, particularly in this one spot in the middle of the map as a high ground facility, and both sides just kept hitting at us wanting to take it. It just made a huge stalemate. This is the I believe heavy assault right here that did not have any sights or anything. It actually has some decent range. I'm just kind of feathering the trigger here, trying to pick somebody off. They're a good distance away from me though. Basically, we just took that facility, and this is going up the hill to the next base. So it's not that far of a distance. It is a little bit of a run, but you'll definitely experience combat along the way because they're now spawning at that base. And a lot of times if they're getting spawned at the lower facility, they'll just spawn at the top one and run down or get a vehicle. And here is the sniping class. You cannot fire while you're stealth. You have to come out of stealth to fire, which is kind of cool. Very easy to use. I really haven't unlocked a lot of weapons or scopes or anything. These are all just stock models. I think someone picked that guy off before I got the last shot on him. Another assist. But so it's a very good variety in this game. Between vehicles, sniping, anything you want to do. That stealth works awesome if someone's trying to pick you off and you just stealth real fast. This guy's actually a worse shot than I am, but terrible shot. Just takes me a long time normally to get adjusted to first-person shooter. Basically, after I've been playing MMOs. And especially with this game being free to play, you're not gonna have to stop your main game like if you're playing WoW or playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's very good just to pick up, play with your friends, have fun, and I really like having games like this just so I don't get burnt out on the MMO scene. But I'll definitely be playing this on release. I'll probably come out with a few more videos once I learn the game a little bit more in depth. This was just trying to show a broad, kind of look at the game and all the different things you can do, different features. Sniping, definitely really fun. I'm not a sniper, but I had fun picking a few people off. There's some kind of superstructure over there in the distance. A little bit of lag there. Here is a tank. It's a double barrel 2-shot before you have to reload. This was just a freaking massive battle at night. There's a day and night cycle. I didn't realize at the time driving this tank, but there's actually a huge canyon in front of us. So it's basically just 2 armies, just kind of in a stalemate here. No one went across the canyon. I should have got a better look at the map so you guys could have kind of seen how the territories work a little bit better. Basically, it'll show like a little fire spot on the map showing you where there's action. So you do have an idea of where the battles are. Until I figured that out, I was just roaming around the desert trying to find the action, but it was on the map the whole time where the battle was and where our troops were. This was kind of like on the western side of our territory. We're just trying to hold them off while we are pushing south of other forces. At the main base, you'll kind of, if you're lost, there's troop transports that run there. All, people that just particularly sit there, fly troops to the battlefield. there's tanks, divisions that just sit there waiting to build up strength to take off, you know, to go assault different, you know, areas of the map. So it is easy to get up in a group of people to know where to go. It's a little bit better of a view of the battle across this canyon. That's our main base over there in the distance. So yeah, it's just kind of a security force here on the edge of our territory. This is a light armor tank. It's a little bit faster. Definitely way faster. It's just really quick on speed. I had to run this guy over. But this is more on the perimeter again, a small base right outside of our main area. But yeah, really easy to, like if you're completely lost and you don't want to just be spawning at different bases trying to find the battle, you can wait there for a transport. The transport will take you more than likely to the battlefield, or just get up in an armored division. And you know, people normally have a good idea if you're not really familiar with how the map works and detecting the little flames where the battle is. But I've had really no problem whatsoever getting in combat with pretty fair to no, you know, difficulty. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this game. Would you like to see more footage before its release? Just get a better idea of how the game works. I can definitely do that. I'm in beta. I think the beta is lasting until I think right up to release. I know a lot of you have probably played this, or you know, at least seen gameplay of it, so it may not be completely new. I just wanted to get a good variety of footage here, just kind of get you guys a good feel for the game. And it kind of feels like a space age Battlefield with a little bit of MMO strategy territory, which I kind of like it. It puts a twist. I got kind of tired of just, you know, conquest on Battlefield. So I like the territory aspect of it. I hit that guy directly. I don't know why he didn't die. Sniping this little base here. You can upgrade your guy to have more health, more shields. So sometimes if you don't have a really good sniper, you may not get these kills. I'm just a really bad shot. I got lucky with that last one. Hitting people on the run, I've noticed a lot of bullet drop and a lot of side-to-side movement. So it does take quite a bit of skill if they're not sitting still. But yeah, this is pretty much coming to the end of the footage. I did have some medic footage and engineer. It just didn't turn out really great, so I didn't end up showing it. If you guys would like to see more of the classes, or you know, the vehicle customization, anything like that, just let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do another video on this game. I'm going to be playing it a lot. I'm completely basically grinded out in WoW. Got all my gear, just logging in for arenas. Star Wars, I'll have some more coming out soon as free-to-play launches. But yeah, I'll be playing a lot of this, just kind of waiting for things to pan out with my other two games. And I will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this slight preview of PlanetSide 2. Hope you enjoyed it.